Lantis! Lantis knows me too well. The way I start these shows, every time. Alright, looks like it's been 5 minutes and the ads are over. So we can get started. Hi everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. Lantis has welcomed us all in with the classic Dylan intro.
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
I was also, apart from waiting for the ads to be over, I had a last minute tech issue, so I don't know how long that message has actually been there, but I just saw it right now as I was finally getting the stream started. Whew. It's been a hell of a day, man. It's been a hell of a day. Kind of a funny one. Shit, I thought we weren't gonna be able to... I got a little worried there. It's like, it's not connecting. Ute. They're small. Yeah, that person's very small. What the hell? Did you guys see that? Bird is the word. Birds are a conspiracy theory. They're spy drones, man. 1 sec. Okay. I don't know who Bird is, but should I feed them little saltine cracker pieces? Oh, my inventory's actually set up. Birds aren't real, yeah. Yeah, Lantis got it. That's what I was going for, yeah. I was just looking back. I got a little nostalgic because I happened to look. Oh no, it's doing it again. I knew this was happening. This is why it took a minute to start my stream. It's like if you hit the manual ad break too early after you've started a stream, it'll forget you did that, and then it'll conveniently just play another 1 minute 30-second one again anyway. Even though it's supposed to delay them for over an hour. It looks like I hit the ad button too soon. Too early when I started my stream, and so now that happened again. That's very annoying. The only thing I can do about it is try to remember to like hit the ad button again in like 10 minutes to get it to go away, but it means literally playing another 3-minute ad, which is awful. Yeah. Damn it. Well, I guess next time I have to leave the intro screen playing a little longer then. The fucking music and everybody waiting for this.
Dylan!
I gotta leave it on the title screen for a little longer. Shit. I thought it took me long enough to get the stream started, but apparently not. I was too fast. Fucking,
Oh, shit!
Anyway. Yeah, so I was actually, earlier today I was looking at, Boozy's ads, exactly! Exactly, Lantis. I was looking at... What the hell was I getting at? Oh yeah, so I was looking at, like... I happened to run into videos... I started watching, like, a playlist of one of my favorite, like, streamers. Just, like... Not necessarily clips. They're longer videos. They're, like, 8 to 10 minute videos or longer. But, like, just funny moments from the stream. But, like, they had them all in, like, a playlist. And some of them date back to, like, 5 years ago almost. And so it turns into a time capsule playlist like those after a while. Because you start watching the videos and it's just like, it just reminds you of, it reminds you of like old outdated memes from back then. Or at least they feel that way because 5 years ago feels like a lifetime ago now. Because ever since COVID, everything feels... Time that feels so distorted and weird ever since COVID hit for some reason. Not something everybody experiences, but... Just a weird malaise that hit after that point. That just has some people kind of like... That was only a year ago? That feels like a lifetime ago. You know? Anyway, let's get this bread. Holy shit. The timing of the music. Right when the Hildy Bear landed on the ground. Went into the main... Or maybe that was just me, I don't know. But yeah, so because I was seeing like very old memes from way back then, again, like 4 to 5 years ago, I saw somewhere like on a thumbnail or in a comment section, I don't know where I saw it, but I saw somebody say they brought up that old meme about birds not being real and all that, and I was just like, oh my god, I remember that. Hey, when sci-fi becomes reality though, right? What if they can make drones one day that actually look like birds and then it becomes a reality? They're actual spy drones now. You can't tell the real ones from the fake ones. We're fucked. People start freaking out. Oh man. Some interesting times ahead, that's for sure. But going up against impossible odds with almost no chance of winning by yourself is one of the male fantasies, right? Another meme I saw. That was more recent though. I saw that on Discord somewhere. I was like, what the fuck? Give me 1 second. I gotta adjust the volume on this. There we go. I'll know the difference. Toronto pigeons are too fat to Oh my god. Is that true? Are they like, they're so well fed that they can't take off? Like, do they actually try to fly and they can't? I'd pay to see a video of that. I'll tell you that much. They sit on their hot dog vendor carts and eat bread all day. Also, it's okay, so it's true then. They eat the breadcrumbs that fall off, so then they can't fly? But they don't need to, that's the thing. So that's the plot twist, is they can't fly, but they don't need to fly. They gotta chill, like, they don't have to go hunting for food in any way. They can just sit there all day under the hot dog vendor cart. If that's true, I bet you New York City is probably the same fucking way. There's no way it isn't. They're very chill birds. That's awesome. I just want to see, I want to see if like if they ever do actually try to take off and they can't. I want to see what that looks like. I imagine they probably don't even try though, because like I said, they don't need to. So they just walk around. Just when you said that, it made me picture that, and I thought it was hilarious. They're too fat to fly, and I started picturing one flapping its wings furiously and not being able to get off the ground. I was like, what? But I laugh at stupid shit, so you know, what else is there? We got 2 days till the big day. They can kind of hop and glide short distances, but that's only if someone's walking a dog. They're not afraid of humans. Yeah, so they really, yeah, they don't need to. They don't need to fly. Which is why they're fine, not being able to. Keep the hot dog vendors in business. The pigeons are depending on it. Well, that's interesting. They can actually do little jumps, though, at least. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where I've probably seen it happen and just never realized. I never realized they couldn't fly, I just thought they were choosing not to. It's probably one of those situations, you know what I mean? I think, like, that's probably why it made me laugh so much, is because I realized that. I was like, wait a minute. Because again, when I've seen, like, footage of pigeons hanging out by hot dog vendors in, like, New York City, like, I think I know what you're describing, and I'm just like, that's what it was the whole time? They actually can fly? I thought they were just choosing not to. Turns out it's both. I thought it was just one, but it's actually both. They're also dumb as hell and have zero survival instincts? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Maybe that's why they got the, maybe that's why they got the character archetypes that they did for that movie Bolt or whatever, right? The 3 pigeons that talk to the dog. That's all I know about that movie, by the way. It's just that one trailer. I've never actually seen it. I've never actually seen that movie. Anybody here who's at least seen the trailer will know what I'm talking about. The 3 pigeons. I know this dog. I've seen his face somewhere before. Go to the stupid dove nest subreddit. A pigeon tried to make a nest out of out of French fries. Oh hell yeah! I want to see that. That's some good shit right there. I'm gonna write that down. The stupid dove nest. A nest made out of fries, man. The newborns are gonna eat the fucking nest out from under them. Obviously that won't happen. I don't think so though. I don't think that'll happen, maybe. But I doubt it. But that would be funny to see. Little baby chicks and baby pigeons in a little French fry nest. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier, we got 2 days left before Lantis's big birthday bash. And there's a dragon's claw. I found a gift. I found a present for you, Lantis, for the birthday event. So real talk, I've actually been turning at least. I've made it into a routine now. When I finish playing this, I've done this the past couple nights that I've streamed. I've made it a routine to make at least 5 Dragon's Claws out of the material and then turn them into team points. I've turned it into a regular routine to do that just to keep my bank from overflowing with Dragon's Claws. It's actually becoming a problem. I've had to start doing actual spring cleaning maintenance on them. I turned 5 of them into weapons and... You sent me a link? Excellent. Yeah, I turned 5 of them into weapons already and pulled them off for team points or whatever. I'm doing that every night that I stream this. Oh my god. I see that. Oh my god. So it's not all French fries. I was picturing it completely made of French fries, but it makes more sense that it was, you know, it's a mixture of actual sticks and French fries. Oh my god. And the pigeon's just looking up at the camera like, what? Well, you don't do this too? Why are you looking at me like that? That's his face. He's literally like, what? Fuck you looking at, man? And then there's the McDonald's fries carton right next to the nest in the next picture. It's a little more zoomed out and there's an empty carton of McDonald's right next to the nest with the open side of the box facing towards the nest. And the bird's just like... Like, we have an emote for this. Actually, we have the perfect emote for this kind of situation. Let's see if I remember how it goes. You know what? I'll do this on the browser version. So I can actually see it. It's... I think there was this. Shit, no. Let me see if I can... Let me check 7TV real quick. I'll find it. Scuffed worry. What the fuck is it? Really see it. Uh-oh. Well, here's hoping it's still there. Oh, that's how you search it. Okay, there we go. I'm not used to the website because I hardly visit it. Oh, I hate how picky it is. Well, they have to make it that way to have a lot of emotes available. So I had to only capitalize the eyes part. There we go. You have 7TV disabled? It should appear on my screen, though. Yeah, that is definitely the look right there. I forgot the regular one. Because that's just meant to be like a crude drawing of the original emote that I'm thinking of, but that's the closest one I could think of. That is the look that pigeon is giving the camera. This is one of those tracks where it's literally just a copy-paste. It's called Battle 1 from Final Fantasy 4. And that's it. It's in the, yeah, Battle 1 from Final Fantasy 4 by Masayoshi Silken, because he ported it from Final Fantasy 4 into FF14, essentially. Oh, that was a nice nod. It was a nice nod to FF4. That they just included this battle theme as is. In the place that it's included, it fits. Where they put it, I mean. Alright. I'll cut the loop there. The loop. We're doing dragon loops while looping music. Yeah, I hate that too, Lantis. I kind of figured that's why you had it disabled too. Yeah. Like, I thought about it quietly and was like, I think I know why, you know? Because holy shit, yes, you are right. There are some streamers who have like every other fucking common ass word as an emo and you can't tell what the fuck people are even saying anymore. You can't make out what the fuck anyone in chat is saying because every third word is turned into an image. Especially if you're one of those people who will sometimes watch Twitch or Twitch VODs like I do, where you kind of sit back away from your computer or whatever you're watching it on, and so you're not in a position where, or maybe you're just seeing their chat on the screen, like how my emo came up on my screen on my actual stream, where you can't put your mouse over it to see what the fuck the word is that's triggering that emote. So then you just see an email and you have no idea what the fuck that person is saying. You have to guess what the hell that means. You see that email and you're like, oh god, what the fuck does that mean? I don't even know what this person just said now. And if you can't put your mouse on the emote to see what word it is, you're never gonna know. Because a lot of those emotes are also like inside jokes. So, like if somebody has an emote for the word nothing, 10 different streamers have a completely different emote for that same exact word. That's just an inside joke or an inside meme joke on their channel. So unless you already know them and their culture, you have no idea what the fuck they just said. So you put your mouse over it, if that's even an option, if you're not just watching a VOD. It's ridiculous, yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. And that is why my 7TV emotes are like it's a double-edged sword. They're very hard for me to use when I want to, because I make them out of the way. For that reason, because I don't want that shit. I don't want my chat turning into that shit. So the emotes that I use from 7TV all have to be like if it's a common word, it has to be like capitalized, and it's a word that normally isn't capitalized, basically. Something that makes it so that you have to do effort to use the emote. You can't just accidentally trip on it when you say a common word, you know what I mean? Because yeah, I hate that shit too. The double-edged sword part is that, like I said, then it makes it difficult for me to figure out what the, like right now, what just happened. I couldn't find that fucking email because you have to type it out a very specific way to use it. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome, Lantis. Yeah, I get it. I get that struggle. I don't like that shit either. The song we went on last time. I can't raise both hands right now, hold on. Oh god, that guy followed me, okay. What the I didn't target him. I went from laughing and being all confident to suddenly freaking out. Dude, the percussionism in this. Last time I said the vocals, now I'm talking about the percussion. He once sat in on drums. Prince's Band, 1987. Oh yeah, there we go. Auto ad's gonna play. Get out of here. How the fishies doing? We talked about birds. This is some very intense fish watching music. Should have some sort of indicator like using the brackets around the word. So the program knows you're intentionally applying an emote. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, right now the emote I was thinking of when I said the word nothing. There's one, there's one streamer I watch who, for the word nothing, lowercase of course, which makes it easier to accidentally trigger it. It's literally just like a little gif of, well, nothing. It's a gif or an image that's meant to look like the background of the Twitch chat, so that it literally just looks like there's a big blank space between their words. So if somebody uses the word nothing at the end of their sentence, and they don't put a period after it either, it's just gonna look like they stopped typing. It's literally just gonna look like they stopped their sentence halfway and you don't even know why. The classic emote with the rubber duck with the cigarette. I made sure to get it with a capital C. And I think you even have to do like something else too, I don't know. When people try to just use the lowercase word of classic because they're talking about like, you know, PSO2 classic, or they're saying this classic video game or this classic soundtrack, the little rubber ducky will come up smoking the cigarette instead of the actual word classic, which is what they're trying to say. First time I bumped into that dude. I took that right turn too sharp. Shoot him! That's how you defeat Olga Flow in normal mode, at least. You grab a gun. Ranger does pretty well in quite a few Phantasy Star games, don't they? I was thinking about it a little bit. I was like, Ranger does pretty well in this game, and it also tends to do really well in, I was gonna say PSO2 New Genesis, where it seems very, you can now just hold the trigger and infinite fire rapidly, so that goes a very long way. But I think even in other PSO games, or like even Phantasy Star Universe, it does pretty well. In terms of like advantage and disadvantage. At least, I don't feel like I've heard many people say that it's ever been like disadvantage in any game. And then Pizza Mate, I think, was the one who helped my ass out to defeat Olga Flow, and this music was playing. I was fighting Olga Flow on the hard mode, and he nearly killed me because I couldn't figure out how to break free from the mechanic or whatever. And Pizza Mate was like, use magic on him. The one where he trades places with your body or whatever. I think I turned that into a clip too. I might have. She walked in at the right time to save the day on that one, because I would have eventually died if I don't think I would have figured it out. Finality. This is the actual final dungeon. No. Final boss for the dungeons. I like the previous one a little better, but this one's not too bad. This one has more of a heroic vibe. The other one is like a vibe of despair. This one's like, you're about to do some heroic shit, basically. Which is usually true, yeah. In that phase, Overflow has one weakness: native, altered beast, machine, or dark. You need a weapon with the correct attribute or you can't hurt him. Is that the other way to do it? Because I mean, I was wondering how a cast would break out of it, because they don't have, I guess they have freeze traps, but because I think I did ask Pizza Mate about that afterwards too. I was like, wait a minute, so I broke free because I used Rabarda. I literally did... I did this. I was like, what the fuck was a cast supposed to do? Yeah. So it's one attribute or one element. You gotta be carrying out... So you have to be carrying around a bunch of equipment just to test it out to break free from that. I never knew it was that difficult. I don't know how me and my brother and my cousin got through that. When we would play episode 2 on higher difficulties. Because I don't remember that at all. I don't remember that being a thing. Like maybe I just wasn't paying attention and they're the ones who figured it out and I never did. I just got carried, I don't know. Freeze traps don't deal damage and can't freeze bosses, so casts really can only... the only way they can break free is through attributes then. Alright. So casts have to come loaded with weapons, with different attributes. It's also a failsafe... It's almost like a Mega Man game, like an old school 8-bit Mega Man game. Where some of the bosses, if you didn't have its weakness, you literally couldn't win. the fight, and then and that was it. You just got soft locked until you died. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't win the fight. Mega Man 1 through 6 are like that. So yeah, this fight kind of reminds me of that. If you didn't bring weapons with the right attribute, or you don't have enough technique points, or or all the elements, or the one you need, then you're kind of fucked. Oh shit, that's what I get for being distracted. There we go. I gotta get another bottle of water. Excuse me. Alright, give me 1 sec. There we go. Whew. Another 2,000 Meseta. Holy shit, it's Sam! He's here! We found Samodium. The red mage look and everything. I know, I figured it was you. I think I've seen a screenshot of you as Samodium before. I think I remember seeing you say something about it to Pizza Mate or something. I was like, wait, Lantis has a Samodium cosplay? But hey, I was holding my breath. I was like, maybe it's actually Sam. It's actually Sam. You play this character with Pizza Mate, never change his back. Oh, I see. Oh, what level are you? 32. Was it like, was she doing like a certain event? Or was it just like a random one-off where you just decided to, the cosplay as, Samodian? I had to turn that shit down. This is Fennel and Sam cosplay. Oh, okay, so it's one of your characters that you just temporarily changed. I gotcha. Alright. Fennel. That's right, you did give a list of, You did give a list of all your characters at one point. You had like... You have one for every like class, right? Or every like character type, I think? Like every single character in the game that you can make. Was it 12? There's 4 for each class, right? I don't remember right now. 2, 3... Yeah, okay. That's 4. So... That one is a Newman. A faux Newman. A force Newman. From below. That one part. They reused the hell out of it. I wish we got Hugh Nooms too. Yeah, that would have been nice. If we'd been able to get one of every, yeah, like every possible race with every possible gender and every single class slot. Hugh Marl and Hugh Noom were planned. Yeah, and then somebody mentioned... I think it was you. It might have been you or someone else who said technically Hugh Marl does exist canonically because Red Ring Rico is like the only example of one. She's a Hugh Marl. And yet you can't play as one. It's like, hey, wait a minute, what the fuck? When you or somebody else had pointed that out, that's when it first hit me and I was like, hey, that's true, what the This sounds racist. Probably not the right, ism, but something. This is classes. I want to make a Hugh Marl, man. Rico gets to be the only one. There's former. Well, for Force it was easy because casts can't be forces. So they literally just went with the other 2 races. Phantasy Star Zero got Hugh Marl and Hugh Noom, so there's that. Oh, there we go. Was that one of those... That's one of those games where, you make your own character, right? Or does it have a predetermined, like, protagonist? I'm assuming it's one like this where you make your own character. I think I saw Alucard talk about it a little bit one time. From the ashes. Newmans can't be rangers, and casts can't be forces. Oh, that's why there's no Newmans or Norls in the ranger class. I didn't realize that before. Oh, great. So yesterday, Cheese found something, and now Chimesis has found Syncesta from a Sinnoh Red. What the fuck? First we got Cheese, now Chimesis? Like Nemesis, but with cheese? Is that a Resident Evil 3 reference? Chimesis? Your high level technique bank. Oh, so that's basically where you keep that's where you keep all your all your high level techniques on that character, just for storage then. I haven't had to make a character for storage yet. But I have a feeling it's coming if I play this game long enough, you know? If I get enough Dragon's Claws. No, I'm pretty much always gonna turn them into team points. I think even turning them into team points, I will never get enough to actually, like, buy, like, the big remaining things I have left to get as a team, which is, like, there's 2 mission unlocks, I think? I don't even think I'll get enough points for those. Which is fine, I'm not, like, you know, I don't really care. I'm just pointing out the fact that even with all these dragon kills, I think even when I reach level 200, I won't have enough Dragon's Claws to get enough points for that. Anything in the 27 to 29 range. And 30s of the support decks. So you've actually been lucky enough to find a few level 30 techniques. That's pretty cool. Because I hear people talk about how rare they are. I think it was Peaches or somebody else who said once that they don't exist. Yeah, lobby. That's a great, actually, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna call it lobby. I'm used to typing it so many times that I might as well make it the room name. I might as well make it the fucking room name, dude.
Bruh.
30 supports aren't rare? Oh, okay, so it's only certain techniques. They're not all the same. I guess that makes sense since some techniques are devastatingly more powerful than others. Yeah, attack techniques are 1 in a million. Okay. I have not looped this one, by the way. This is just another one of those tracks that's super long. It loops on its own several times before the track actually comes to an end. Yeah, those are the ones that get the banners and the 30 attack techniques. Alright, give him 1 second. There we go. Supports aside, I don't have any level 30 spells? Holy shit. That's actually fucking insane. They really are that rare. Like, that, I mean, that says a lot. Considering how many more hours you have in this game than I do, that's crazy. Well, thank goodness the supports aren't that rare, at least. It makes it easier for force classes to, well, support their party pretty well. If they can find level 30 spells that aren't too difficult for, like, shift to deband and things like that. Anti. How high does anti go? Anti. Oh my god.
He's pulling.
It only goes up to 10, right? Or 5. 7. Okay. So that means there's like 7 things that need to be dispelled. 1 for each. 1 for each level of anti. We now have our answers.
Bruh. You bastard!
It was too easy, man. It was too easy. Because yes, that is the name of the track. Whew. The land's alive, so believe. Because where there is life, there is hope. Oh, there they are. Poison, shock, paralysis, confuse, slow, debuffs, and freeze. The debuffs being Jellin and Zolir. Attack and damage down, essentially. So you do less damage and... Sorry, defense down. You take more damage, and you do less damage. The opposite of shift and D-bend. In that order. So that means... Okay, if that's the order, because I was actually gonna ask about which level does what, that answers that. So, let's see. Poison, shock, paralysis, confuse, slow. So as a Humar, all I can dispel are the first, those first 5. Poison, shock, paralysis, confuse, and slow. I cannot dispel debuffs and freeze. Because the highest it goes for Humar is 5, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing somewhere that was 5. Which is the level that I have right now, I think. Yeah. I only have level 5. That's all I get. Humar and Ramar get 5. Everyone else gets 7. That's true. 7 is useless in solo. It's like the little derp emote. Yeah, I've been feeling that derp emote all day, that's for sure. Been a hell of a doozy. But you can't even cure. No, it's just 7. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, and yeah, that's basically. I was thinking about that too. I was like, when I was contemplating how Humar only gets up to level 5 or whatever. I was thinking about what I was like. Well, that means we can't, cure debuffs. I was like, can't cure freeze, and then I completely went off from there in my head, and I was like, well. Even if you can cure freeze, you can only do that for someone else, because if you're frozen yourself, then you obviously can't cast it. So you can't cure freeze on yourself, but you can at least cure freeze on somebody else if you have level 7, And then there it is, it's like, yeah, that's true, yeah. Ice is easily broken, so you don't need to cast on allies either. Do you just have to... How do you break it? Because I heard people say you have to just like wiggle the... You just have to hit their directional buttons or move the analog stick a lot or something. Shake it off, yeah. Basically, having Cure Freeze equipped or having somebody unfreeze you with anti, they're saving your control stick a few years of life. But you can also save it by just playing on keyboard like Lantis. There you go. You can just mash WSW. That, in fact, it's probably way faster and easier to get out of it using that, actually. Yeah. And even if you have a controller connected, you can do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm using my index finger to use WS, so... I'll try that next time then. I'll just do this. Well, you guys probably can't hear the clickety-clacks, but, I might do that to save my control stick. If I need to. This song is a nice follow-up to the last one. It's called Your Answer. Why must we suffer? Why must we die? Etc., etc. Even if your death is guaranteed. Do you still think life is worth it? What is your answer? That's sort of how I interpret the meaning behind that title, considering the lyrics in the previous song. The song answers. It's asking you, so what is it? What do you think? What's your answer? It's a great follow-up. People have actually asked if I'm wearing Cure Freeze when I'm not, because I break free that fast. Oh shit! Secret Agent Lantis. The sunglasses and everything. I gotta try that. I've never tried using the keyboard. Maybe that was the secret. you're wearing Cure Freeze, you're completely immune. So there's no ice formation or breakage. So when people see me get hit and the ice immediately breaks, it's all skill. That's excellent. Oh shit. I was accidentally hit the fire button. So what time were you thinking of doing the birthday thing, Lantis? Your birthday stream? For Lantis Greyfield? This one's just called Endwalker. Not Footfalls. Even though it's technically the same track, this is a version without the, this is like the non-extended version, the shorter version. This is a version that doesn't contain the little, the small riffs and samples, I guess you could call them, of the other expansions theme songs. This one's like less than 3 minutes by comparison. No earlier than noon. I like sleep too much. I'm with you, Lantis. Because we're in different time zones, that works perfectly for me too, actually. Because I also like sleep. Because noon for you is 9 a.m. for me, so if you did it earlier than that, I probably wouldn't be able to join you because I like sleep too much. Literally the same reason. After 9 a.m. though? Now we're talking. It just feels like it skips a chunk of the song. Like it just went right to the end, right after that part. I gotta add the other one to queue just as a... There, just because I wanna compare it. I'm supposed to go back to the Korean cafe for breakfast that day too. I'm gonna get more Dalgona coffee. Hell yeah! That's a cute emote. The blush coffee. I was like, what is that? I had trouble discerning what that was for a second. I was like, what's in the little cat's hand? Coffee. Café. It's café. Dalgona is called sponge toffee in English. You know what's funny about that is I still don't know what the hell that even is. Even after learning that. I'd never actually heard of Dalgona before. And I've never heard of sponge toffee either. Toffee sounds familiar. I feel like that I have maybe heard of before, but not sponge toffee. Honeycomb toffee? No. No, I've only heard of regular toffee. And even then, I'm not really quite sure what that is. I know I've heard the word before, but I don't actually know what it means. I can look it up though. An English confection made from caramelized sugar or molasses with butter and occasionally flour, cooked to the hard crack stage for a hard and brittle texture. Sounds delicious, honestly. It tastes rich, sweet, and buttery, sometimes with nutty or smoky notes, depending on the ingredients and cooking time. You boil butter and sugar, you pour them into a pan, top it off with chocolate and nuts, and then break into pieces once cooled, like a chocolate chunk cookie. Excellent. Well, that's regular toffee, apparently. Yeah, I think that's where I've heard it done. There's certain cakes that have toffee pieces. But that sounds very familiar, and I feel like I've seen that on the ingredients for a cake before. Yeah, this whole section was basically skipped by the other version. Just like cut out from it. Whole section of the song. You need to add baking soda to make it bubble up, or it hardens with little holes in it. Oh, so that's how they do that. That's pretty cool. Man. And the American Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple days. There's gonna be all kinds of fucking sweets and desserts being passed around the family. Maybe I'll run into that. Or maybe I'll suggest it and be like, yo, let's get some toffee, dude. So it looks like a sponge or honeycomb, hence the name. Yeah, that makes sense. It's got the holes in it. Yeah, when you first said sponge toffee and then you said honeycomb, that was kind of where my mind went too. I was like, oh, I get it, because it has holes in it. Because both a honeycomb and sponge has holes in it, so I'm guessing that has something to do with it. But because I didn't know what toffee was, there was only so much I could, sort of picture in my head. Now I can picture it better. Now that I looked it up, I saw a little image of it, so I was like, okay, so now I can see what that looks like. Whew. You sent the most Canadian picture of SpongeBob you could find. I gotta see this. It looks like an actual sponge. Like it's even got the square cubic shape and everything. I'm guessing that's the French pronunciation on the left side. I almost said tire éponge, but I don't know how you would actually pronounce it. Tire éponge? I don't think so. Like omelette du fromage or some shit, you know? Damn it! Of course he aimed under the wing. Well, now we gotta sit through this crap. Alright, well this is the last run anyway, so it's all good. I'm gonna wrap it up after this. Save my energy for the big stream on Thursday. Yeah, French is fun. Was I at least close, Lantis? Was I somewhat close when I said tire éponge? Or was that completely off? Not bad, alright. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take a not bad. Every step we take, folks. Every step we take. Alright folks, that's all for me for now. As always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across Twitch, YouTube, and any other platform I end up on. And until next time, please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Forge ahead. Don't die. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. We're gonna be back flipping out of here as usual. I find that friends who speak Spanish do a better job pronouncing French words. Excellent. That genuinely makes me feel good, Lantis. I like that. I do like that. I'm trying. Oh! The backflip. Thank you for the adventures. You're welcome, Lantis. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody. Forge ahead. And thanks for the shout out. You're welcome, Lantis. I'm practicing and getting ready for the big birthday bash. I will genuinely, we should, yeah. If you're up for it, if you really are up for it, like we talked about a couple days ago, I'll actually start up my stream and then we can actually co-stream and do a collab stream for sure. Have a wonderful night. You too, Lantis. Nini. Bye-bye. I don't know why I put the glove back on, but hey, it's cozy. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. And then, of course... Ha! The timing on that emote.